Virgo, how you doing? Welcome to your Astroflower reading for February. Yes, February, the purification month, and there's so many planets. There's Mercury, Venus, and Mars going into Aquarius as well, as well with the Sun being in Aquarius, and also Pluto going into Aquarius as well. It's a major change at the moment, and it's a real purification month. I think it's going to bode well very much for Earth signs. So possibly, and I think it's going to invigorate your life. I think there's a case here to be said that sometimes you go much faster, going a lot more sort of consistently, slightly slower than at a frantic rate. That's my own personal sort of little nugget of advice for you. Let's just see what the cards are doing. The overall energies here. We got the karmic message for your spiritual path and your relationship side. The karmic path for your material side, universe influencing, past influencing, future begging you on, and the overall outcome. So let's just see what's going on here with the overall energy. Yeah, justice. Yeah, I think you're going to be given justice for the work you've done. I think you're going to be sitting in a place that's very comfortable for you. Now, there is that temptation that when we're in a good place, to actually then start like really pushing it. I think you need to enjoy this moment of harmony. Let things come to you rather than you going out towards it, because I think you've created a lot for yourself. You're moving into a full sort of summer period in a way for you, and things should really start coming into your favor and more than anything else. So I would allow things to come to you. On your karmic path, on your relationship side, and your emotional and your spiritual side, you get the Six of Pentacles. You need to start putting yourself first physically. I don't think you can keep running at 1,000 miles an hour or 1,000 kilometers an hour, because it will wear you out. And I think this is where you've got to realize, if you want to actually be actively, physically engaged in life. So if you belong to a club, if you belong to like a choir or something like that, you've got to make sure that your voice is rested in etc. in order to sing well, and that just needs to take time out in order to do that. And if you're not doing that, if you're not taking that time out, you're going to be the loser, and then everyone will be the loser. So here is about sort of like within your spiritual path, making sure physically as well that you're in a good way more than anything else. On the universe here, the universe is offering you the Ace of Cups. Yeah, I think this is to do with your justice card here. I think you're getting your justice out, and I think the universe is bringing you that. It's absolutely brilliant. It's totally for you, Virgo. I think basically when you take the time out to stop and concentrate on yourself and allow things to come into yourself, this is when you realize a lot more within you. You have this trigger moment that sort of says, yes, I love that, or I love this person, or I love doing that. And if you realize that, if you're getting that realization within you, then yeah, I would follow it. There's also something to be said that the universe is creating a situation where you can find love as well. And it is that purification month. It's starting anew. It's the baptizing of a new cycle. From the past, yeah, this is what I was saying. I think you've been running around a lot. I think the past, you've got the Chariot card here. You've been doing a lot of things, and yes, it's brought you a lot of benefits. There's no doubt about it. But at the same time, you can't keep doing that. At some point, these horses are going to turn around and say, okay, we need a break. And if you're not ready for that, then you'll only find you'll seem like life is blocking you, rather than kind of going, why am I not advancing as quickly as I want to be advancing? Well, because maybe you need to take time out and allow things to come to you. I think this is a very wise move for you more than anything else. And if you do allow it, that's what's going to come to you, Virgo. You get the Emperor in your future, owning your future. The Emperor doesn't have to go anywhere. The Emperor has control over his physical environment. And we're on the spiritual path here and on the relationship side, but it's very much within the physical world. So, if you have connected with someone, you've said to someone, would you like to move in together? And you're waiting for their answer. I wouldn't go back to them sort of saying, So what we doing? Are we moving on? Are we moving on? Just you start preparing for that, planning for that. Once you start planning for that, you'll see what the other person also puts into it. And this will help you to have a certain degree of control over the situation and owning your future. Really owning it in multitudes of different ways. And it's very, very physical, laced beautifully with a lot of emotions. So it's getting on with life physically, but just sticking to the plan and taking your time. Have a degree of patience about it. The overall outcome is that you're going to distill a lot of experiences. Once you start taking your time out to see how that, how that yoga classes or that meditation or those cookery classes or that nutritional classes have helped you to get you to where you are. Now you can combine meditation with nutrition and yoga and then create something that makes you feel absolutely fulfilled. And that's what the universe is offering you here. And it's very much on the physical level, as I say. And it's helping you to sort of like bring in that sort of Ace of Cups. You're converting that vibration from the universe into the Ace of Cups in your life, on your relationship side and on your emotional and spiritual side. Let's just see what's going on your material side, your physical side, on your karmic path. Keeping your eye on your dreams, keeping your eye on the prize. You're going to... This is your summer month. And as I said, you got the Justice card, and I said, allow things to come to you. Allow your dreams to come to you. Allow the opportunities to come to you. This is what you need to be doing. With this Star card here, certainly on your karmic path, yes, you should be going after your dreams. You should be starting that business. You should be publishing that book. You should be starting that restaurant. You should be doing that YouTube channel now. You've now, you've done the work in the background. Now it's a case of activating the planning, as it were, going for that new job. All of that things there. The universe here is giving you the Page of Swords. There's a lot of understanding here in the purification here. The page of, or any of the pages, is all to do with learning. And here you're learning to use your mental capacities, and you have huge amounts of mental capacities because you are so quick and so on the ball, as it were, and using this mental agility or mental judgment or clarification that you have within you to cut through the mist that's hiding your natural pathway, cut through the clouds that are hiding the stars, your dreams that are behind them. And the universe is trying to encourage this within you, trying to help you to live that fully. Excuse me. To live that fully within your life. And it's a learning curve, it's a learning process. And it's almost a learning curve and process within you. So knowing how to taper your enthusiasm, how to taper your conviction, well, not conviction, your determination. That's what I'm sort of saying. Because sometimes, it's better to sort of just allow. It's like almost catching fish by tickling them. You got to be very, very patient. But when time's to move, you're really time to move. And that's what I think it's what is now happening within your life. It's allowing things to come to you so you can naturally then go to calmer shores. Where has it come from? Yeah, I think it's come from a lot of abundance. I think you've had a huge amounts of investment within your life, huge amounts of opportunity. Some of them have been very successful, some of them maybe not so successful. But at the same time, you can see those opportunities now for what they are. And therefore, this is where you need to be a little bit more sort of wait and see, a little bit sort of like, it's like, waiting for the first person to blink, as it were. It's just got to be, you've got to be patient. You've got to have that sort of, that ability to allow the wheel of fortune to turn and then seize the moment. And this is where I think a lot of things have come into your life and you've tried to seize too much, maybe. And therefore some things became much more complicated than they were actually beneficial. I think this is a side of you. The thing is with Virgo, I've got a lot of Virgos around me. And you don't like sitting still. You don't like just sitting there doing nothing. And it is really frustrating for you. And I think you need to understand the power in silence. It is incredible when you can take the time out to just stop and allow the world to take over the stress and strains of life. And the moment you do, you increase your power. You increase your selective determination on your goals. And I think this is what you're in the process of learning here, quietening your mind in regards to opportunities and going for them in a very solid, convicted way that will give you the results, that will give you the justice and just desserts. Excellent. I looked at a card earlier on that fell out, and that's what it was. I'm wondering when it was going to come back out. And the overall outcome here is, this is what I'm saying here. You're allowing the world to actually start working for you. It's taking you to calmer shores. You're that person in the boat. There, you've got a young person with you, which is all to do. That is your dreams and your aspirations. You've got them, and you've got to allow life. And this is like your guides or the energies that are around you. Allow them to take you onto your full position, basically. Let's just see what's going on with the Light Seers card. Let's do a bit of clarification. Thank you very much for being with us, Virgo. Really do appreciate it. You know, there's loads of links in the description below. You can book up a private reading with myself or a healing session with myself. There's links for that. There's also links to our sister channel, Cymatic TV, where I'm started doing a lot more videos on the energy structures of the earth energy and the human energy. It's got a special coming out on Lords this week. So yeah, that will be linked around my head at the end of this reading. Yeah, but most of all, I hope you get the best out of these readings. I really do. I hope it helps you to sort of get the best out of life. Because when life is good for you, it's good for me. You know, it's the way it goes. Let's just see what's going on. Clarification. Justice. Yeah, this is what I'm saying here. Justification. You know, you're getting this justice. You're getting your just desserts. And this is bringing in out with the old and in with the new. This is giving you a laser focus on that. That's what I said about that tying into your mind. This is what I said about that, of sort of making sure you put yourself first. Now this passion for you and your life is coming to a fore, and it's coming through the energy, and it's feeling just. And you are doing things that you feel just and not guilty about. You know, and working on you or creating your success, you should not feel guilty about. You know, because it's important for the rest of the world that you get on and do what you're supposed to do, rather than constantly doing everything for everybody else. Although I think you're naturally going to do that anyway. When you start creating success for you, when you're in a very powerful position, you can help a lot of people. That's the thing. A whole new cycle for you in the spiritual world. And I think this is a big learning curve for you about putting yourself first, looking after yourself physically, connecting your activities together, so you realize that there's some sort of there's some sort of synergy between everything that you do in order for you to get the best out of life. And once you start doing that, that's when you can get a real purification on things. You will stop doing certain things that just not really bringing you any benefit at all. With the Ace, that is what it's all about. That is what that Justice card is all about. You know, Ace of Cups, Ace of Wands, and the Sunshine. You're laughing. I think the universe has recognised the beauty that you have sown in your life, and you will be getting your just desserts, and the universe is trying to bring it into you. But you need to adjust your speed. It's like someone running a marathon. You can't sprint up to where you get the water, because you probably won't be able to do it. There's a certain slowing down and everything like that, and that's what it's a bit like, you know, for you at the moment, so you can get what you deserve, you know. So yeah, you've done some very good work on your life, on your spiritual path, on your emotions, on your relationships, and it's brought you quality people around you because you have created quality within you. But it's been coming in very fast and very furious. And I think this can't be perpetually that speed there. And this is where you need to take the position of the Emperor and take that into your power and sit in your power in order for the best to come your way. And it should be coming your way. I can't reiterate that more than anything else. And with the Emperor, you get the King of Knights, the King of Swords. This is beautiful. Once you sit within your power, as like an emperor has a control over his empire in a physical sense, the empress has a control over her empire in an emotional sort of sense. And here you get the logic that goes along with it, the wisdom that comes with that power, that judgment that is within you of what to do and what not to do. It's a very, very powerful position that you can create by just remaining calm and stopping for a moment and realizing what needs to figure within your life. It's going to be very, very powerful, incredibly powerful, and it's ultimately going to bring that. So yeah, I think it works really well for you, Virgo, really, really well for you. And I do believe Pluto going into Aquarius is going to be very favorable for all earth signs. And you're starting to realize it straight away, I think. Death and rebirth, it's all about new cycles for you, and it's all about the understanding of putting yourself first. That whole new cycle should be, this whole new cycle, which is what is influencing you, is all about you putting you first. That's what it's all about. And the general outcome here is you with this new cycle, the death of something, and it could be like the death of a group of friends in a way, not a death of them, but you're just moving on to other shores or moving on to other circles that is much more within your optic of fun and happiness. That could well be it here, but being strong and true to who you are and realizing the good quality work you've done, you can break any sort of and could be the purification, break any sort of like friendships, or not break them, but just realize where they actually sit within your life, if you know what I mean. And maybe it's a case here of you sitting in your power is out with the old and in with the new. With that, I think here is also you could be streamlining a lot of your relationships around you in a very, very positive way. In a very, very positive way. Let's see what's going on the financial side. You get the Six of Cups with the Star card here. Although I said here that some things that worked and some things didn't work, and it's going to bring a lot of things to the surface that you need to be calm and know about these sort of emotions and stuff like that, and realizing the power of sort of allowing the universe to do it for you. It's also saying here on your karmic path here that this dream here has been a long-term plan for you, and do not forget it. Don't throw the baby out with the bathwater here. Stick to your ultimate dreams and ambitions and goals, basically. With the Page of Swords, you get the Lovers cards. Falling in love with what you are and who you are and what you do, basically. And the universe here is asking you to be, to use your sword like you're cutting a pathway through the forest, in a way. And it's going to bring you into alignment with yourself and make you feel that you are doing exactly what you should be doing. Falling in love with your life, basically. That's what the universe is encouraging you to do. When you engage yourself mentally in a very constructive way. Okay? So don't get caught up in arguments and stuff like that. It doesn't serve you anything. Allow things to come to you. With the Ten of Pentacles, you get the High Priestess. Yeah, I think it's going to give you what with all of this, if you engage your mental and start really falling in love with your life, what it's going to do here is going to give you that lucid capacity within your intuition to see what those opportunities were that worked out and what didn't work out. And then from within that realization, all of a sudden, you're going to realize you've actually got lots of opportunities after that, loads of opportunities that are available for you. And it's going to be very beautiful, I think. I think you're gonna, through the opportunities that still remain, that are still being developed and being very productive, from those working sort of things within your life, then all of a sudden you're going to be able to sort of multiply them again. So if there's 5 things that's working out, those 5 things, once you concentrate on them, you're going to realize actually within those 5 things there's now 10. And it's like a multiplier if you start using your intuition in a very good way. And in order to use your intuition, this is where you got to stop, take your time, examine the emotions, examine the drive behind your goals, realizing what you should be holding on to. And I think this is where you should be holding on to. And it's going to be a bit of an emotional journey, holding on to a dream and ambition that has been within you for a long time. Sorry, I do apologise. It's just not spending or investing willy-nilly into things. It's investing wisely into your future. And it's going to do that is going to need a certain degree or certain emotions within your life that are not really, you're not used to using. And one of those emotions is taking your time and allowing things to come to you. That's what the most important thing is here. Yeah, with the 6 of Swords, you get the 8 of Cups. There is definitely a purification here that's sending you off. You've got the new cycles on your emotional and spiritual side of life. You've now got the walking away here with the 8 of Cups, the overall outcome, which goes with the 6 of Swords. And I think it's, once you give that space and take that time, which what they're doing in the 6 of Swords, they're being projected onto Karma Shores, is going to stimulate your curiosity about going off towards that sunshine, that happiness within your life. That star there that, is a long-term plan. I think there's a very strong long-term goal that needs to be dealt with, done, finished, accomplished, as it were. And it's now walking off into a curious way of allowing it to actually happen to you. And I think you're going to find it very interesting, very revealing for you this month of purification. So there you go, Virgo. Thank you very much for being here. Really do appreciate your support that you give this channel. Hope you get the best out of these readings as well. I hope they help you to engage in life, so it's very productive for you and everybody else that is around you. Yes, don't forget about Cymatic TV and all those links in the description below. I will see you soon. In the meantime, don't forget, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.